we got to get into Brandon Aiyuk at some point, right? I think we got to.
Wow. What do you think? Because, go ahead. I asked you a question. Let you answer.
Let me see. What do I think of Brandon Aiyuk? I think he's feeling something. That's for sure. I think he wants to play football, and he realizes he's put himself in a tough spot.
And he's cost himself $26 million and around there. And I'll say this to that. I'm on record. I'm on file telling you and the listeners, and I'm on Twitter, Stoney, posting. I'm concerned. I'm getting Antonio Brown vibes when you're filming yourself speeding, and now you got a warrant out for your arrest. I'll leave that there. But the bottom line is, I'm no clinical doctor, but this video, because people came for him, Stoney, I actually thought this one, do I dare use the word, not substance, at least it was about football and you wanting to get your release so you can go resume your career. So I'm great down a curve, but just compared to the other videos, him speeding, going 100 miles an hour, buying jewelry, showing off, I thought this was a better Brandon Aiyuk video. But my question to you, man, is if you're the Niners, his value can't be as lower than it is now. Why not just cut the crap and get him off your team so you don't even got to deal with it, even if he goes on to be Lynn Swan?
I mean, I get that he's posting videos, but I don't know that the 49ers feel like they're dealing with it. He's not around. He's on the left the team list. And the thing that I'm trying to figure out is when this thing would naturally come to an end, and it feels like the earliest it'll come to an end is September 1st, when a decision's got to be made on the roster going into next season. But that's still a long way away, but not that they're doing anything until training camp starts. So, I don't know what's going on. I wouldn't do him any favors, but I also wouldn't, I wouldn't do anything that's going to hurt our team. So it's like, if we can't trade him and nobody wants to give up anything for him,
because he ain't helping you. You're right.
Then why should you just cut him now so he can play for any other team? It feels to me like they'll just take this to the limit, and when they have to absolutely make a decision, that's when they will. But I don't know how many favors I would do for Brandon Aiyuk. The other thing is, I was listening to David Lombardi of the SF Standard.
Okay.
Brandon Ayuk's already been paid $48 million. So, the 49ers going to try to get some of that back.
He's gotten over.
This is turned into a mess. I mean, I don't know if he's gotten over or not, if he can't play football for the rest of his career, but I don't know that that's the case right now.
And the day before, he's doing a video or a post with a Commander hat on, and that's when I was like, oh, man, to me, that was a worse look. But yesterday's video with him with the professor glasses, talking about basically the Niners basically being I'm paraphrasing, Aiyuk speak, but being afraid to let him go, comparing himself to a toy and somebody else coming from behind and using it way better. But, man, that's a draft pick I know they want back. I just hate – you ever been in a breakup, Stoney, to where you kind of, I know a lot of friends, and I've been in a situation where you don't want the other person to go find better, but then you got to be an adult and think about it, and like, I can't worry about that. I got to cut ties. And that's what I hope the Niners do at some point.
888-957-9570 is the number. I'll play the Brandon Aiyuk Instagram post on the other side. But the thing that I'm wondering about is it feels to me like if he ever does show up, that would be the move that would get him out of here probably faster than anything, because they don't want to have to deal with him. And I'm thinking, whenever training camp starts, why doesn't he just show up? Just show up. And that'll force the 49ers' hand, I got to believe, in some way, because they're not going to want him around. But this has turned into a, I don't know if it's a distraction. If you're a 49er fan, do you think this is a distraction? He's on the team, but he's not really on the team. He's not really with his teammates. He hasn't been around. But I do know this, that we're kind of used to this with the Niners now, whether it's Aiyuk, whether it's Deebo Samuel, whether it's Bosa, whether it's Trent Williams.
But they all came back.
Yeah, but they were all distractions.
Yeah, but they got it, they fixed it. This dude is, the worst part to me, Steiny, is
I don't know that they fixed it.
Outside of Stribling, we don't know what he's going to be, and hopefully, he is all he can be, an all-pro. My point is, when you look at the Niners receiving core and the question marks of Pearsall, I guess when I hear Brandon Aiyuk, I'm just reminded that in a crazy way, it's not Kuminga, it's what he could have been and what they still kind of need at that position. Like when I see B.A., and I don't know what he is physically, but Steiny, he was supposed to, at one point, represented somebody that they paid a lot of money to, thinking he was going to be around 6 to 8 years and hold down the outside wide receiver position for the San Francisco 49ers. And now it's to where it's at. It's messy, it's toxic, but he's not helping. But it's just a reminder, like if I were to ask you right now, all states, Donnie, how good is the Niners receiving core? You got a rookie. We don't know what he's going to do. We're excited. Pearsall, you don't know what's going on there. Jennings is gone. Kittle's coming back off injury. Just your thoughts on the Niners wide receiver core in general.
I mean, I know who they are. They're going to have Mike Evans and Pearsall and Kirk. And then if Stribling can play, Stribling can play. Or if some of the guys from last year get more playing time, Robinson or Jordan Watkins, maybe those are the guys. I'm just, the other thing is, as it relates to Aiyuk, is apparently right now, as of right now, there's no financial incentive for the San Francisco 49ers to release him. And so if there's no advantage for the 49ers to release him right now, then he'll just stay on the left-the-team list and more time will pass and nothing will happen. But obviously it's become an unusual situation, and now the 49ers got to figure out what to do.
Yeah, you think he's acting childish with these videos?
Of course.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.